Hi, Mike Gibson coming to you live from SCAI 2017. I'm joined today by Manos Brilakis and Naidu. We're talking about cardiogenic shock. Talk to us about some of the controversial issues. What's hot in cardiogenic shock?
Right, so I think we've realized that as practicing interventional cardiologists, shock is one of the areas that we really don't have a lot that we can do that is meaningful, that really moves the needle on mortality. And for many years now, we've concentrated on revascularization, either surgical or percutaneous, to improve the shock state. What has really moved us forward are these assist devices over the past 5 to 10 years, but even with those, and we came out with a statement last year, a consensus statement with SCAI on when to use them, but even with that, it's not clear in a practical standpoint how to address shock. Some hospitals can't address it very well, some hospitals have the complete armamentarium tools, but don't know when to use them. So over the past year, we've been working pretty hard within SCAI to look at shock. And over the past few months in particular, we did a focus group at CRT and then a town hall meeting at ACC where we brought together heart failure experts, critical care experts, nursing, interventional cardiologists, and transplant surgeons to really wrap our heads around how do we define shock early. How do we decide what therapies are needed, what team is needed to address shock in a hospital setting, and systems of care, how to transfer patients to hospitals on the appropriate devices in an expedited, timely manner to hopefully minimize the chance that they will need advanced therapies and maybe recover. So that's been a big focus within SCAI, and this afternoon we have a session about shock where I'll be speaking a little bit about the devices, but then we'll go through a number of scenarios to really expand the field. And then tomorrow night we have a symposium that if people are around can come to, where we'll really talk a little bit more about what SCAI is doing in shock and try to enlist some aid from the community on whether we're on the right track and if people want to help us in this initiative.
I understand you'll be taking it on the road with some regional symposia coming up this year. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so in a way that reminds me of what CTO was, the shock stay, like 10 years ago, when you had all these potential strategies, undergrade wires, but no one knew how to put them together. So I think what the shock field needs is something like a hybrid algorithm we have for CTO, putting everything together, and actually what Srihari is actually spearheading, trying to get all the different devices, all the techniques, approaches, systems of care, put them all together into something. And apart from doing the consensus statement, trying to put an algorithm in place, another component of this is get people familiar with the territory, the techniques, the devices. And that's, SCAI recognized that early on. And we put together already some courses on focusing on shock, both on the devices, also on the systems of care, how to approach this. And hopefully the next one will be later next year, about mid next year. But we have planned several of those and we're very excited to get them on the road.
There is a hashtag dedicated to radio on Twitter. There's a hashtag dedicated to CTO. Are we going to see a shock hashtag on Twitter so you can share experiences?
That'll be up to Manos. He's the social media expert.
Yeah?
No, but I think that's a good idea.
You know, we're going to take the lessons from social media and begin to put them into our textbook, the WikiDoc, Wikipedia of Medicine. So we're going to try and integrate everything we're sharing in interventional cardiology. So I hope you'll think about that. Glad to work with you on that.
If it's not taken already.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by today. Great work in shock. And thanks to all of you for joining us here live from SCAI 2017.